There's the front gate of the university on Nassau Street. Oh, say, Sandy, there you are. Sandy, my two friends coming through the front gate, and you're going to join me. That old fellow with the beard on the right is actually the young one. That's Art Schmidt. He looks like a radical, but he's really just the son of a classmate. Art Schmidt, 74. The fellow on the left is Sandy Maxwell, my old classmate, and behind him is Lower Pine, Nassau Street, some of the things that are still here and some of the things that are gone. Here are the 79 numerals, class of 1879. One of Princeton's vintage classes, I suppose. It was Woodrow Wilson's. It was 79 who put the tagger in the front of Nassau Hall. 79, if they were coming back this June, would be celebrating their 95th reunion. And they'd see a lot of things that had changed on the campus. And they'd see an awful lot of things that were just the same as they were when they were here. They put the taggers right here, and the taggers remain. This old beast has been the symbol of the university for a number of years. But we not only have one tagger, we've got two of them. Look at the, you gotta have two. This is the female tagger over here. We're coeducational. You don't call them co-eds, you call them, you call them a woman undergraduate, and this is the other one is a male undergraduate, or a man undergraduate. But don't call them a co-ed, unless you call their male counterpart a co-ed. But that's one change that Woodrow Wilson, I think he would have liked it. Don't you think, Sandy?
I would think so, Fred.
Sandy Maxwell, my classmate, you're great to come here and just wander around.
Nice to have us. I expect to see a lot of things I haven't seen before.
Now, I'm going to show you some things that you haven't seen.
I'm sure. I haven't kept up as I should have, even though I live right here.
You live, and Buzz. I brought along a typical campus radical. Buzz Schmidt of the Nassauans and the class of 74, and son. Is your dad going to be here? He's the son of a classmate of mine.
Dr. Fox, you better come this year. I graduate in June, and I'd be really disappointed if he missed it this time.
Oh, he will be here.
I'm sure he'll be here.
And
he'll have to show up.
But from here, we're going to go over to the library in the chapel.
Good.
And then we'll wander down through Prospect, go to 39 Hall.
Excellent.
All right. And then we'll go to the top of the tower, to the math tower, and look at the whole campus.
From way up high.
Yeah. Library is magnificent. Woodrow Wilson would have loved that. Look at that library. Look at the whole thing.
I've been spending a lot of time in there recently.
Working on your thesis?
Yes, almost done. I'm still typing it, but
Very good.
Yeah, but now what's your thesis about?
It's about George Aiken, who's now senator in Vermont. He was governor in the 30s. I'm right.
Senator Aiken, is that right?
Senator Aiken, right.
But you're doing it as governor of Vermont.
Right. He was a good governor. He was very, very instrumental in modernizing the state. It had always been considered conservative. I suppose it still is, but during the New Deal, it made real strides toward liberalism.
And you're a Vermonter.
Yes, I am.
And your dad, yes, Art, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the library has 3 million books. 3 million. 3 million. It's the most hospitable place
One of
I've
the most
ever worked
crowded
in.
places, too.
It's, you know,
It's almost impossible on a weekday night to get a seat in there.
really?
You'd be amazed.
Is that right? Did you put in a lot of time there when you were writing your thesis or working on it?
Yeah, well, I was lucky. I had a carrel down in the
but now
basement,
look-
so I didn't have to worry.
But now here, this is Woodrow Wilson actually.
Now,
when he
this
was
is what I remember.
Yeah, when he was an undergraduate, that was his library. Chancellor Green. That's all he had.
Chancellor Green,
Yeah.
sure enough, I remember that.
Yeah, Chancellor
You know, I
Green.
was in there just yesterday. First time I've ever been in since
Yeah.
I was an undergraduate. And you know what I found?
What did you
Instead
find?
of books, I found a beautiful bar. It's
Well,
one of the nicest pubs I've ever seen.
Some of our classmates, I think, will enjoy it more now.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, if they're here. All right, and now
What
there's-
goes on in this building here?
All right, the old library that we knew, that you knew, if you ever were in it,
Location.
is now the language center of Slavic languages, German, French, Romance.
Oh, really?
There's Wig Clio behind.
Right.
And I like that.
What is that? It's a new wig and the old client.
Yes, that's right. But it's opened up that side.
Right.
And then behind that is McCormick. Keep going around, keep going to the left. And then Murray Dodge.
Right, Murray Theater.
Yeah, and see Murray Dodge and Murray Theater.
Yeah.
And the Theater Anthem is still, and they're having a show this weekend. aren't
That's
they?
sure enough. Citizen Kong, it's called.
Yeah. Don't you have a friend in it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Young friend. Right.
And then finally, we get to
Large
the entrance of Prospect. And we're going to go walking down to Prospect in a minute.
Good,
We can get
good.
rid of all this stuff.
Catch up on that.
Yeah, just go to the Prospect gates.
They must be changing classes now, right? With all
Yeah, there are a lot of kids
graduates
around.
walking-
Yeah.
I'm missing your class right now.
Buzz, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, and then finally McCosh, so you can get the...
Just the corner of
Yeah, the
McCosh,
corner of McCosh.
Right.
You can keep pulling it around, yeah. And McCosh, obviously, is... and then finally, here, yes, we've got the chapel. And this Woodrow Wilson, can you go to the top of the chapel and just show that beautiful entrance still? Golly, and the chapel and the library and McCosh, Murray Dodge. All of these buildings are wonderfully familiar.
Right, yeah, they are indeed.
The only thing that's new about them is that they've got fresh young people in them.
A good
Not
thing,
old,
too.
not old
A good
grads
thing.
like you.
Up above the stars so high. East of the sun and west of the moon.
Sandy, that was Brooks Bowman,
Right.
1936.
One of the most famous triangle tunes.
Yeah, and Stags Bay. It was 30. The show was Stags Bay.
Stags Bay, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
great tune. Yeah.
You were editor of the songbook.
Carmina,
Yeah,
Princeton.
I mean, both of them, weren't you?
This one and this one.
The new one.
25 years in between.
I heard you were editor of this one, too.
I was one.
Yeah.
No, this is a little earlier. This is the 1869
That was it,
Carmina.
yeah, the
the first
original
of them
one,
all.
yeah. How do you go about editing a
It's, I
songbook?
tell you, one of the tough
Yeah.
problems is that you have to find room for the new songs that have
Yeah.
come up since the last edition,
Yeah.
which means you have to throw out some of the old
Yeah.
songs. But, you wind up with the best possible combination, you hope, and it's necessary because, after all, like the Triangle Tune said, we're living in a changing world. Yeah?
We're living in a changing world. I love that. I called my Jeep during World War II a changing world.
Did you?
Monde de changeant. Do that again. Give me that again. We're living in a changing world. We're living in a changing world. And that was what, 1937?
Yeah, Billboard and then
Billboard,
Charlie Marvin,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes,
But now, Buzz, everything doesn't change.
Well, I was going to
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
I hadn't heard Changing World itself, but East of the Sun, West of the Moon is still sung very often. We sing it
The
in the
Nassans.
Nassans, and I have the solo on it, and I
Oh, good
wanted
for
to put
you.
that plug in. So.
Good.
Are there a lot of singing groups on campus now?
Well, there are three male groups, the Nassoons, the Tiger Tones, and the Footnotes. There's a female group,
girls,
the
yeah,
Tiger
yeah.
Lilies, and then there's a new mixed group that just started up this fall called the
work.
Cats and Jammers.
Good work.
good.
But you do sing some of the old songs then. Mm-hmm. And what's the favorite? What do you think the camp, besides Old Nassau, what's the favorite?
I guess Going
Yeah.
Back is probably played
Oh, yeah.
as much
That's
as
it. Ta-ta-ta. Hit it with a drum. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, but now we're in Prospect, but we've got to end with Old Nassau. And
Certainly.
well, say something about this piano.
Well, the piano, after all, belonged to the fellow who wrote Old Nassau,
Carl
Carl
Langlatz,
Langlatz.
yeah.
And this piano was his piano. And then later on, it came to be in Prospect, as you remember very well, Fred.
And was restored by the class of 1922.
Right, Russ Forgan.
That great Russ.
Yeah.
And he did it in honor of his old singing mate, Lou Tilden.
Yeah, right, the class of 22.
Can you give it in a very solemn way?
Oh,
Give
very
us a little bit of Old
solemn.
Nassau. Even Old Nassau has been changed a little bit, hasn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Her sons will give while they shall live 3 cheers for Old Nassau. That's great, Sandy. That's nice. That's it. Yeah, that's what we need.
All right.
Let's keep singing that going down the campus. Now we're going to walk over and go to the top of the mathematics tower, 13 stories high, and we'll look down and we'll see the whole blessed campus. Sandy, have you ever seen anything like that before?
Never have I, Fred.
No.
This view is sensational
All right.
up here.
We're on top of the math tower.
Imagine seeing Princeton like this.
Well, not many people do. Buzz, have you been up here?
No, in 4 years, I can't say that I ever have. I guess you need more than 4 years to see
Well,
everything.
you need more than 4. You do, Sandy.
fantastic.
You've got to
Right.
be here
Yeah.
20 years. Now, how about Palmer Stadium? Look down at Palmer Stadium.
Never saw it like that.
How do you like your seats?
Well, they look a little better than the ones I usually get.
No. Well, when you get older,
Yeah, maybe another 20 years.
Yeah, you'll get some good. And then beyond, right at the end of Palmer Stadium, there's some people down there practicing track. See them? At the end of Palmer Stadium is Jadwin Gym, the new gym. See it?
Yeah, that's a terrific building, too.
Yeah, it's a.
You ever work out in there, Buzz?
No, I can't say I have. I think they reserve it for varsity candidates.
For the pros. And then go on, swing out this way to.
Is that Forrestal
yes.
campus over there? in the
Forrestal
distance?
is out in the distance, beyond the observatory. See, right straight out, that
Yeah.
pea green building, which is really much closer to this campus than you realize.
Yeah, is there some kind of connection
Yeah,
between the two?
there's a bus that goes between us. And then now swing them beyond, and where the reunions, the baseball field.
Right, yeah,
The reunion, the
recognize that.
P-Raid.
Yeah.
P-Raid ends at the baseball, or used to. And then keep swinging, and look, and there's the computer center. And that's, the place that is finally going to
Full of printouts.
Yeah, going to rule the world.
Right.
Yeah, and so we got it all. There it is. That's it. Okay, Sandy, now come over here and start from the computer center. Now we're looking north. We're on the north side of the
Right,
tower.
whole new perspective from here, Fred.
Yeah, and you begin with the computer center, and then you sweep down.
Well, now orient me.
All right,
What
this
is
Pro-
that street over
The
there?
Prospect Street.
Oh, sure enough.
What do you mean? What street is it?
And that's the back of some of the clubs.
Yeah, and there's some clubs. And
There's
you
the
can-
engineering quad out
Yeah,
behind there.
The big
Another
engineering
place I've
quad-
never been to.
Where it was on top of the old baseball field, where we used to have reunions, where the P-Raid used to be.
Right.
We're going down Prospect Street toward Washington Road. Now, you're looking at one of the. No, can you see any of the people playing volleyball? No, here they are. Here, now we're coming into. This is one of the clubs that's been taken over by the university. It's being fixed up for Ansley Cole.
What are they going to do in population
Yeah,
studies?
population studies.
Well, that gets to be very important, more and
Yeah,
more so every
yeah,
year,
You got to
right?
get bigger and bigger
That's for
houses
sure.
for population studies.
Right.
So that's Ansley Cole's new office, or it will be. He'll move into it. Keep going down Prospect toward Washington Road, and now you see here's Woodrow Wilson School.
It's a beautiful
Just the top
building.
of it.
Oh, you see just the top through the
Yeah.
trees there, right?
The students call that the wedding cake. Because
I thought that was the bicycle rack.
the bicycle rack. Yeah,
It has some
It's a
beautiful
really-
lecture halls despite its appearance.
It's really nice. And then keep swinging, and you can see that even though the math tower is 13 stories high, it's still underneath the chapel. See, you have to look up to the chapel.
Right.
And you should, Sandy. You got to look up to the chapel.
Science hasn't quite caught up to religion yet.
No, no. Buzz, do you ever go in the chapel?
I've been there on several occasions.
How nice.
I attended a wedding there not long ago.
I remember. Yes, you were. That's right. That's right.
You officiated.
All right, keep swinging. And look, can you see Nassau Hall if you get in the very, very top? Just beyond the chapel. See, just the top of it, where the flag is floating. You see where the flag is floating?
There's the tower.
All right,
Yeah.
and there's Nassau Hall.
Right.
Just the very top of it. See, have you ever been on? You know, there's a 1939 nickel on the top of that tower.
Really?
Yeah, I
I bet you could. That's
I put it. Then keep swinging to Holder Tower. That's the end. Holder's where WPRB is, in the student radio station.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right there.
And Commons.
And Commons, yeah.
I've spent many happy hours there.
Many, and yeah, and your stomach grumbles when you think of it. Sandy, now here we are. I'm looking west where the sun goes down, and Holder's still in our vision. See it?
Right, yeah. It's
And
nice.
all right, but now go right below the Holder is old Palmer Lab,
Palmer Lab, right.
and Fine Hall, and Prospect is in between. Keep going down there, and then if you go to the left a little bit, down to the left, then you get Gio.
Sure enough.
All right, see, and now you're really going down the whole. All right, now you're going
Beyond Gio, you can see Dillon Gym, and
Yeah.
my dorm is just on the other side of the gym. So.
You're in Little, aren't you?
Right,
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
Do you ever get into the gym, Buzz?
Well, that's the gym they let us amateurs work out in.
That's the intramural. Yeah. Yeah. Well, now, all right. Now keep. Or now there's 39 Hall. Can't you see it? Okay. Can you go down to 39 Hall just a little bit? Right down and see a magnificent 39 dormitory.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that
Really
the
good.
most beautiful? It's an old, beautiful, traditional. There it is, a gorgeous site. Now shoot behind that, and look about. You see your old theater,
Yeah,
Sandy.
McCarter Theater.
Where's
Scene of Freddie
McCarter?
Fox's greatest triumph.
No, come on, Sandy. You're the great orchestra leader and the great musician. And that's the repertory theater, the Shakespeare House.
A lot of great things going
A
on,
lot of great
They
things.
certainly are.
including the Triangle Club.
Including the Triangle Club. Say it once more. No. All right. And then keep going and look at that Gothic tower over there. That's old Cleveland Tower.
That's the
Beautiful
grad
Cleveland.
college, right?
Yeah, the grad college. Can you see it?
Across the golf course from what we used to call...
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
It's
There
also
it
the
is.
best sledding in town. Right down
Yeah,
there.
well, it's the golf course. It notes that the golf course is still open.
Of course it is.
Yeah, you can still play golf. All right, and then go down to where they're playing. Can you see the kids down there? They're out in the afternoon. Yeah. Now we're going to go. We're going to go and look at the great big open world on the other side, on the south side. All right. Now we're back on the playing fields. There's some guys playing some pickup baseball in front of Dean Matty's. You know that funny gazebo?
Oh, yeah. Well, this is the soccer and lacrosse fields here, right?
Yes, yeah, and right on the other side, right behind them in the trees there, are the church tennis courts, the second group of
yeah,
courts,
right.
not the main tennis courts.
Yeah.
And then above them, if you just keep shooting up, just beyond the horizon there, or just on the horizon, can you see it? Right there, yes.
What is that?
That's the graduate married students. If you don't have any children, you can live in the tower. But if you do have children, then you can live in little houses around that tower. But that's the graduate. And then right beyond that is the Carnegie.
Well, the lake is right there.
Keep swinging
Yeah.
on the left. Keep swinging over to the left.
You just
In fact,
barely
you can
make
go to
that.
the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're facing out.
Yeah.
Here, these are the young faculty apartments on Carnegie.
Right on
Right
the
along
lake?
Carnegie, yeah. And then you keep going. Can you see Route 1? See those cars moving up in the background there? That's Route 1.
Yeah, we are looking out on the world.
Yeah, this is the world. Princeton's part of it. Then you swing over finally to where? To Forrestal. You see part of Forrestal, and you see part of the. Get it in close here and then try to get this about. Yeah, can you see Jadwin Gym now? Finally, and now you've really completed the whole circle on the whole tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now, Sandy, it is an experience.
This is a great way
Here
to
we
see
are.
it, isn't it?
Yeah, but what I would like to suggest is that really, you guys have got to come in here and see it for yourself. I'll get you a key to the top floor of the math tower, and you can come up and come back for reunions or any time and take a look at the place, and you'll find that it's still old
And something new, too.
and something new, and something borrowed, and something orange and black. Yeah.
Golden days of glory to the southern peace today. Princeton sons have always gathered near these steps where we hold sway. And the magic word reunion will warm the hearts of all as joyous grads come marching to the steps of Nassau. east and west.